Guys, I did something. Yeah, so I feel like we all know how much I love my Bottega Andiamo bag. This is in the size small, in the color black with gold hardware. And I got this bag, I think it was towards the end of 2023. And then this was my most used bag of 2024. I don't think that I even touched another bag, at least like not on a day-to-day basis. This was my only grab and go bag that year. And then this year it has also been loved, but not nearly as much as it was in 2024. And I feel like one of the main reasons for that is because I've been gravitating towards different size bags. So I've been going either a very mini bag style, for example, the Chanel mini hard bag, or I have been going in the complete opposite direction and going for very, very big, massive, oversized bags. And I was never really like a big bag girl. Actually, I hated big bags, but I feel like maybe now my trauma from carrying big bags to school, to college, to work has finally moved on, and I can once again enjoy a good big bag. But that meant that this type of bag has been sitting on the side. So there was another bag that I was thinking about for this whole year. And so, like I said, I did something. And by the way, I completely blame this purchase on the Bottega Ciao bag in burgundy, because once I saw that bag, I simply knew that I needed it in my life. But then I went to the boutique and it turned out to be one of the most inconvenient bags that I have ever tried on. So even though I loved the design of it, I still love the design of it. On that day, I decided to go for the parachute bag in size large in this beautiful taupey color, and absolutely love this bag. And by the way, I also have a comparison video between the parachute, the Ciao, and the Andiamo. So if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out. But now back to burgundy. So what the Ciao bag did for me, it opened a scratch that I could not like stop itching. I had always wanted a burgundy bag, but once I had seen the most perfect burgundy bag that I had seen like ever, I could not stop thinking about a burgundy bag anymore. So, I mean, I feel like this is obvious at this point what this bag is. The Bottega Andiamo bag in size medium. I have to fix it. What is happening? Okay, much better now. I feel like I just manhandled it too much when it was in the dust bag, just grabbing it all the time. But anyway, I mean, this burgundy, this bag, this shape, this size. I could not. Okay, I know I have a problem, clearly, but let's do a little size comparison, small, medium. I would never go for the large, just because of the straps, you know, they are moving around. It's the most annoying thing about this bag, but this size, I think I can manage. It is so absolutely beautiful. I love burgundy as a color, and this, I'll have to insert some daylight pictures because the ring light, as per usual, it is not doing it justice. But yeah, like I was thinking about this bag a lot, and I really did not want to buy it because I had already bought the small one. I do not like having duplicates. I do have some duplicates in my closet, but it's not my preference, especially since, you know, they are so similar. And the thing with the small size is that the one thing I noticed is that I overstuff it, because for me this is kind of like a small tote bag. So with tote bags, the one thing that tends to happen is that you use them as this like endless, never full type of bag, you know. That's why Louis Vuitton calls never full, because it feels like it's never full. But this is always full. Yeah, does that make sense? So this bag, actually, when I was thinking about it, it reminds me a little bit of the Hermes her bag. I kind of had a very similar issue with it because it looked big, but then actually when you started putting things in it, it didn't really fit that much. And I sold the Hermes her bag mainly because of that, because it was just very big and bulky for what it was able to hold. And then, of course, it also collected lint, but that's another story. But yeah, I feel like the small size is the perfect everyday bag to everyone who doesn't really carry much, but they also want to feel like a substantial bag, because this is not a very small bag, like in comparison. Again, this is, for example, okay, this is not even really technically a bag, but you can just see how much bigger it is. We can even put the heart inside, and you see, like, actually the bag kind of looks full now. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. It looks like it's going to hold so much because on the outside, look, this bag is like, I don't know, maybe 6 of these hard bags. But once you put the the hard bag inside of the bag, you only have space maybe for like another hard bag. Why am I talking what fits in terms of hard bags with the Bottega bag? I make absolutely no sense. But anyway, so my point is that I definitely noticed a trend of overpacking this bag. So I thought, why not try the medium size? It only took me 2 years to get here, but I finally got here. And I just feel like this is going to work much better with my lifestyle because the top handle, it feels much more substantial and much more comfortable. My bones are cracking, let's ignore that. And then the strap is also thicker, and also, of course, it just packs so much more. It fits so much more. Probably how many hard bags since we're using the hard bags as a, what was it called, a measuring something, I don't know, I can't speak anymore. But yeah, and then I also think that this size is going to be much more comfortable for travel. And as a matter of fact, yes, I did use the small size quite a lot for travel, but of course one of the issues was that it was too small to put on a suitcase, but too big to put inside of a travel tote bag. So it was kind of neither here or there. And then, of course, we have the space issue. It just didn't fit as much as I wanted it to. And I even tried removing the pouch because I had not removed it for like the first year that I had the bag, but then everyone said, if you want more space, just remove the pouch. And so finally, the last time I traveled with this bag, I removed the pouch, and I have to say, I absolutely hated it because firstly, this is a very flat pouch. It doesn't really take that much space inside of the bag, but what it does is help me keep things more organized in here. So once I removed it, I felt like I didn't really win anything in terms of space. Instead, all I got was a huge mess inside of this bag. So I don't know, if you love to use it without the pouch, good for you. For me personally, I really appreciate having that little open side pocket and the little zip pocket. It really helps me keep everything more organized. And now I know what you're gonna say, Laine. If you wanted a travel bag, you didn't need to get another Andiamo bag. You could have just used your parachute bag as a travel tote bag. But the thing with the parachute bag is just too bulky. I really don't like to travel with it. I used it once, it was okay, but I don't prefer it. I don't think I'll be doing it again just because, yes, it is quite bulky. I love it as an everyday bag. It's perfect. The straps don't move, so I love it and it looks absolutely beautiful. But as a travel tote, I really don't recommend it. Something like this, I feel like, is much better. But I would not get the large Andiamo just because I feel like the straps would be too unmanageable, at least for me. Even for this size, I'm risking it a little bit. I don't know how it's gonna go with the straps, because once you pack it, once you put more things inside of it, the bag itself is going to obviously get heavier. And so to open it, you have to move this strap over here, which goes through the bag. So I don't know how that's gonna happen once the bag gets heavier. I think I'm just gonna play around with it a little bit before I keep it 100,000%, because yeah, that is one of the most annoying parts about this bag and one of the main reasons why I love the parachute bag so much. By the way, a little size comparison between the medium Andiamo and the large parachute. I feel like they really differ in the side profile. From the front, they almost look like they're the same size, but from the side, in the parachute, you can put so much more. So yeah, so this is my dilemma now. I don't think it's worth keeping the small size anymore because it doesn't really serve a purpose to me, And it's kind of sad because I really like it. It is still, design-wise, it is beautiful, but is it really worth it? I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Keep, sell, store, use it as decor. I don't know. Let me know all of your thoughts and let me know all of your criticism of me being the crazy Bottega bag lady. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was useful and I hope I'll see you again soon. Stay safe, everyone.